Warning: what you are about to see is virtual. However, the concepts and the love of our family is 100% real.
We've packed the van, following Daddy's plan. He got a new job again. Boss called and said, "Rich, I gotta move you again." A few weeks later, we packed up our dreams. They're in a moving truck with the medical trailer behind that, heading out to Colorado. And this place will find our home where the heart leads. Doctors on call, medication is lined up, special programs right, never giving up. We'll find our peace in a place we call our own. Colorado skies, open the hearts in a world we've grown. Ooh. So we had it house and our big van. The moving truck is following us to Denver. Every day a journey, challenges we face, but in this loving place, love sets the pace. It'll be a few days, a very long drive, heading up to Colorado. Later in the evening we'll stop to camp. Daddy says at 8 o'clock it's roosting time. Those kids are tired. We pile in the van, snuggle up in blankets and bunks. Mom and Dad are talking, but they're tired too. Good night, everybody, Dad says. It gets quiet in the van. Everybody's sleeping. The next day I will take off again to find our home. Headed out to Colorado, we will find our place, a place we'll call our own. Colorado skies, open the hearts in a world we've grown. It's quiet in the van. Everyone is tired. We know the next day will be hard. We're headed home.
Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It is early. I'm just getting up. We're still here at the campsite. We've got some doctor appointments to do this morning with our new guys. We got some more new guys that came last night, so it's been a crazy night, but we all slept pretty good. I was pretty exhausted. After all the travel, we've got to get out of here before noon though, because we got to get going on a road trip to Colorado. Yep, we do. So the camping tradition that we've always had is, like that song, Thank God I'm a Country Boy always says, sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. That's our usual camping tradition every single year. Babe is still sound asleep in his bed, in our bed. Kids are still somewhat sleeping as well. I'm just going to get these pancakes up and going because I want to make sure they're ready by the time the kids get up. Or as Rich would say, when the rooster crows, which would be his phone this time because we don't have a rooster out here. So, yeah. I mean, though, I did not sleep the best in the world, but it wasn't bad either. Like, because I, woke up a couple times because the kids were awake a little bit. Like Lazarus woke up, our new son Lazarus woke up kind of crying some, but Morgan woke up a couple times crying. You know, a couple of the kids did, but that's okay. You know what, guys? It's okay. When you're a parent of a special needs child, you expect those things to happen. Get some eggs here. But you expect things like that to happen, and you know, that's the thing. You expect them because you know they're going to. So, I'm not bothered by it because I know that my kids are well cared for. We do wake up with them. Rich, not so much, because when he's knocked out, he's knocked out. He never hears nothing. But if I wake him, if I need help to wake him, he will get up. But a lot of times I don't wake him. I just get up and just deal with whatever it is. So, yeah. Oh, Lord, y'all. I'm beat. I'm telling you what. I'm attempting to wake up a little bit, try to get these pancakes done, these hotcakes on the griddle, and get them done. Get coffee on. Get the kids fed. Get the appointments done, and us getting on the road. A funny story about this van. Last night we were sitting outside, and there's some people come up to us and said, y'all's van looks like the Leisure Seeker. I started laughing because it was beyond funny. Because we've always wanted a Leisure Seeker kind of van. And this sort of, I guess you'd say this mimics the Leisure Seeker because it's humongous. You can't park it hardly anywhere. And it's a nice size van, so I guess you could say that it is the Leisure Seeker. But anyway, I like to get up early before the kids get up, before everybody wakes up and gets going. And, you know, do my prayer and my devotions and just enjoy a little time of getting cooking done. Excuse me. And being able to serve my family. You know, that just makes me happy to know I can do that. So. Oh, Lordy. But it's okay. I'm going to get going. I'm going to get these hotcakes on. Another thing I make when we camp is called Johnny Cakes. They're fluffy, like they puff up in the middle, like vanity wood, and they're hollow on the inside. And I was taught how to make that due to my mom's recipe. And she learned looking on the Little House on the Prairie facts and stuff. She wanted to know how to make them, so she learned and she taught me. So we make them a lot. The kids love Johnny Cakes. So I'm gonna make a few of them to try too, for the kids to try. See if they want it. Then I got some good cold whole milk for them to drink. And of course Sharky apple juice and coffee. And water. So yeah. Another thing I'm going to tell you is there's going to be a new feature coming to our Special Awesome Family once a week. You requested it, it's going to happen. Someone requested doing weekly lunches, lunch reports, so I will be doing that. And you'll see the first one next Saturday, week from Saturday. So tomorrow's going to be a really, really, really busy day because we've got we're gonna be in Colorado by morning. Colorado by morning. Denver's where I'll be. Anyway, so we have a brunch at Dayhab at 11:30, and then we have that night we've got a open house with the kids' school. So it's really crazy. But one thing I'm gonna do is after we get back from lunch, or brunch, I'm gonna have the kids and all of us lay down for naps, do a little roosting for a little while. Then we'll get up, have a little time to relax for a little bit, and then go to the open house, because I just think that is a better idea. I think it's better for the kids, and it's also better for me. Although I'll want to clean the house, top to bottom, and make it some tea as well. Because I have one son, Lazarus, who is a tea drinker. He loves his tea. Yes, he does. If you don't have his tea in the morning, he doesn't turn out very well. So we're going to make sure he has his tea in the morning. But, yeah, we're going to do that. We'll make sure the kids have a good nap. I'm going to get a good nap. We're just going to get a good nap in. And then we'll go to the open house tomorrow night. So, yeah. So I think that's what we're going to do, because I just think that with us traveling as much as we're doing, we're going to be a little tired. Yes, we'll have our nighttime roasting time, but we're still going to be tired because we travel and we drive and we drive and we drive, and we're going to be waking up really early in the morning driving. And I think what we're going to do is Christy's got breakfast in the fridge prepared for us, which is nice because I can just get it out, warm it up, flip, it's on the table, flip, it's ready to go. Put the kids their breakfast, take off, and get ready to go back to go to Denver, because bless Casey's poor little heart. Her and Tav have been cleaning like crazy. But Tav came down for the last few days to spend a few days with us. Casey, I think, would see her mom for a little bit too. So she's back up there. And so, yeah, that's what's going on. So they've been working on getting the house ready to go, which Christy's been doing a lot of it. She goes up there when people are too tired to help. She goes up there and does what she can. She follows up there on CJ, who's very fast. He's almost as fast as lightning. I tease him about being lightning because he's so fast. She goes and does what she can while she can, and I appreciate her for that. And so, all 6 of the new ones, John Daniel and his 5 brothers are going to share a room together. I'm fine with that because it's best for them to be together, because that way John Daniel can lead them. He's oldest. There you go, Lazarus, baby. Here you go, honey. There's your tea, darling. There you go. So, that way, John Daniel, because he is oldest, can lead them and show them what our rules are. And although he's only been here a little less than 2 weeks, he knows.
YouTube now. ASMR random. ASMR reading the housemaid speech off.
Anyway, he knows the rules better than most of the kids do that live here for a longer time. He's smart. He does his chores the best he can with what limited use he has of his hands. I mean, he does his job. Hi, you, Daniel. Good morning. Oh, someone stretchy. Yeah, he woke up a couple times last night himself because he heard Morgan crying and Lazarus crying, but... You okay, Bubba's? Yeah. Scramble up some eggs. Because there's nothing wrong with good scrambled eggs on a morning when you're just waking up. I don't put out no fancy stuff. I put out Dixie plastic plastic plates and Dixie silverware. That's what I do. Because it's just easier that way, and It's easy to clean, just toss it, and there you go. I used to never do that at home, but here I do because I'm lazy and I don't feel like dealing with anything else. I don't feel like washing a whole bunch of dishes. So, I'm not going to. Why do that when you don't have to? You know? These pancakes look so good. These hotcakes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Looking mighty good. But I just don't, if I can help it, I don't, put regular plates in the camper that much. I just put some Dixie plates that are good and strong. A couple of kids need like plastic ones, and that's fine. I don't mind that. Because some kids need a plate guard, like, Boston has to have a plate guard because he's also blind and needs a lot of help. Boston needs a plate guard, and also Lazarus needs a plate guard. So they need plate guards, and a couple of our kids need plate guards. And that's fine. I have no problem with that at all. So. Excuse me. We're gonna mix these up. Get these on the griddle, guys. Alrighty, kids are starting to wake up a little bit. And we're gonna take cakes on the griddle here. And we're gonna do our doctor appointments, and then we're gonna take off to Colorado. We're gonna camp again one more time. That wasn't in Oklahoma we was in. We thought we was, but we wasn't. I had to look at the map again. It wasn't Oklahoma. So, yeah. That's right on the edge of Oklahoma too. So, we're going to camp tonight in Oklahoma though, but we're just right on the edge of that line. But we're going to take off and go after the appointments we got to do. Dr. Donaldson is here, and she's going to eat breakfast with us and do all the appointments we gotta have done, and then we're gonna take off to Denver. Well, Oklahoma, and then Denver tomorrow morning early. I'm gonna be probably getting up at 4:30 in the morning, and even before the rooster crows taking off, because we gotta get there before. Because I also want to make some pumpkin bread, pumpkin chocolate chip bread to take for lunch. So I want to do that in the morning because, of course, Scarlett loves my chocolate chip bread. She always has loved it. That is one thing I've always made her when she would cry or she'd be sad. I would always make that for her, so I'm going to make some because I know she loves it, and I know the kids love it. So I'm going to make that in the morning when we get to Colorado. All right, we're starting off our morning, so we're going to get ready to go, guys. We're going to get ready to get this food in us, and Rich just got up. Hi, honey. Sleepyhead, good morning. So we're going to get this food in us, get our meds done, get our doctor appointments done for the new kids, and take off to
YouTube, now, ABC News Live.
Well, hey everybody, we are on our way. It is a little before noon. We just had lunches, and we're on our way. We had a doctor appointment, so everything went really well. We did find out that Lazarus has autism. We knew he did. We also found out that Boston is blind. Boston has a very rare condition called Stargardt's, which my grandson has, and so we know all about Stargardt's. So we're heading on, guys. We are heading on. We're so excited to be back on the road again. So what we thought was going to be just a 1.5-day trip has been made into a 2-day trip. Not what we planned to do, but it's just the way it is. I don't know. That's not my plan. Never the plan, but you have to stop for any unforeseen issues. I mean, Elon had seizures this morning, so we have to deal with that, and up her medication and all that. So yeah, it's just life, you know. Another request you guys had, someone sent me a message on Facebook about, was a day in the life of a mom to too many kids, and I can do that too. I am not on TikTok. Someone asked me if I was on TikTok. No, I'm not. I'm not on TikTok because I don't do video. I used to try TikTok, but it just wasn't really my thing. I mean, I guess our special awesome family should do TikTok, but we just don't. It's just not, and we don't allow our kids to do it. We don't allow our kids to even use TikTok. Even our grown kids don't really feel the need to use it, and they can, but they don't really feel the need to use it. Now, once in a while, Ezra was checking out one of his friends' thing, but he don't have it on his phone, and he won't until he's grown, unless he decides to do it when he's grown. But even then, that's, because of the fact that he does have some cognitive issues, we do have to kind of watch what Ezra sees. He will have to have a guardian and Peggy when he turns 18. He's in the back, so I can tell you this. He knows this. I mean, he's even said, I'm going to have him. So, him and Tanya. Tanya's in a bit of trouble right now because she showed Ezra a game that I said no to. And Ezra didn't understand and started playing it. And I'm like, no, you cannot have that game. But Ezra did redeem himself quite a bit because he helped us with something that was important. Mother Hannah acted up again and is now in a facility for people with severe behavioral problems that we could not handle right now. I don't know how long she'll be there. I hate it, really. She's our daughter, and I hate to have to even do that to her. I really hate it, but it's life, and unfortunately, when you have children with special needs that have the problems like Hannah does, and she's 17 years old and almost 18, she has to have a guardian and payee as well, and it's going to be a lot to manage. But we do our best to micromanage everything that we can. I mean, it's not an easy situation, but we do our best. JJ's guardianship stuff is almost done. He already has a payee now, and Trisha, we adopted her. Patricia's awesome. She's a great payee for him. We would do it, but the only thing about it is we want what's best for JJ. We want him to have some semblance of independence. Like we want him to think that he has some independence, so we let him choose who he wanted for his payee, and he chose Patricia, and we're totally 100% fine with that. We do have guardianship of him, but he has other guardians as well in case we can't, which are of course Scarlett Marquez and my parents as well as Richard's parents. So
Recorder HQ.
the heck is
Recorder HQ. Head file bank stare iPhone -0. Stop. Button. Stop. Pause. Button.
why are you talking when you're not supposed to? Stupid.
Speech off.
Anyway, he has other guardians in case we can't. A lot of our kids are going to have that because, of course, they have the special needs. They need a lot of help. And come Tuesday morning, JJ is not going to school. He's going to day camp. So it's going to be a transition for him. He's not used to not having Miss Gloria with him. He's used to working in the high school, but he's not able to do that anymore. He's just too behaviorally challenged, and it's just too much for him. The transitions are just too hard. He can't do it. So we had to make a decision for him about where he's going to be, and we chose daycare because it's just better for him and better for what he needs. He needs activities that are suited for him. That's what he needs to do. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're making happen for him. It's better this way. It's better that we give him the best chance of life, and we do the best we can to make that happen for him. It's a hard decision to have to make, and it's something that is not taken lightly at all. We choose very wisely. We choose very carefully. Any decision that we make. What the heck is this thing? This beef jerky, I think it is. We're very careful about what we choose to do for our kids. We're very, very careful, and that's because our kids are not just your typical kid. They have several different maladies and, special needs and whatever. And it's just a lot to manage. We have to think about everything, what they need. It's just a lot to manage. But it's gotta be done. And we do it. Sorry about that. Had to take my medicine. JJ and any of the other kids we support, we are incredibly careful about what we do. We're very, very diligent, very selective about any kind of things that we do for our kids. Any of our kids. God, my old phone is over here too. I don't even use the darn thing. It's too old and it don't work anymore. Everything but my other medications. Shoot, where the hell did it go? Anyway. So, we're just traveling along, making good time. The kids are doing fine. They're ready to go. They were ready. When it came time to settle them, they were ready to go. We liked the campground we were at, but it was just time to go. I don't know there. I know where my backpack is from. It was just time to settle up and go, and the kids were ready to do that. They were ready for go time. They were done with waiting. And they said, Mama, we're ready to go now. So, I'm driving right now so that Rich can relax for a little bit, and then he'll drive for a while. And then, our son Hickson is going to drive for a while. And then, I think, Richie Jr. is going to drive for a while. Or, Richie the third. And then, Deshaun's going to drive. He now can drive, which is awesome. Because I'm going to get them a van where he can drive himself to football. He has to get a Colorado license, so I'll have to drive him for the first few days. But after that, him and Tayshawn are going to be driving themselves to football. And that is the truth. Tayshawn has not got his license yet, but Deshaun just did, so he just has to give him a Colorado, which is fun. But after that, he's on his own. Tayshawn's on his own with him. They'll just go to football together, and then we'll go to their games. When they have games. We have a busy week ahead. I'm just going to tell you the truth. We have a very busy week. Luckily, I'm so blessed to see this. Rich does not start back till next week to go to work. He's glad of this because it gives him a chance to, fill out his church and kind of, get the feel of everything. So, we're glad of it. We're very glad of it because it gives us time to just kind of get the feel of everything. I have to go back to work Tuesday when the kids go back to school. So, I have to go back to work Tuesday. But Rich is going to come with me for his first day or two to kind of make sure that I feel comfortable where I am and scanning things. And then we're going to check out his church to make sure his church is comfortable for him. And the sound booth is working. And everything he needs is there for him to do. It's hard when you're a preacher of several different churches that are on Zoom. Plus your main home church. It's a lot for him, and it's a little more for him to manage than we like. And this is why we took the long sabbatical. And he's taking another long sabbatical at Christmas. Not as long as he is right now, but his Christmas sabbatical is going to be great because his brother Miller is going to be taking over preaching and doing what he does, so that way that Rich can have some time off. Because now that Rich has what he does, we need more time off than what we used to have to need. So he's a man of many hats, and I'm actually really concerned about that, because he's a preacher. He does a couple churches on Zoom at the same time he does our church that we have now. Plus it's just a lot for him to manage. I'm gonna sneeze. It's just a lot for him to manage, and I feel for him because it's a lot for a man his age, which he's young, but his daddy couldn't do all that. Oh no, his daddy's done. He's in our own preaching places, but he's just tired. He pulled a lot of hours in, and he's just ready to retire. But Rich's age is not, like, he's younger than I am, by quite a few years, but he's worked a lot more. He's been working since he was 14 years old, and he went to Crown when he was 18, and he graduated there when he was 23, 24, and then he had his first church when he was 28, so, and that was in Tennessee, in Dixon, Tennessee. And then he went, we got together, and our first church was Dixon, Tennessee, but she loves that church still. And then we weren't there long, we got moved to California, Pennsylvania, had a church there, California, back to Pennsylvania, and Amish country, which is paradise. We loved it there. We're planning to go back there sometime soon to see some friends and family there. Oh, that's our plan to do. I don't know when that's going to be right now, because he's got a lot going on, but when he doesn't have as much going on, we're going to do that. Then he got transferred to Virginia, to Fairfax, Virginia. We were there for about 4 years. And then he went to Klitschko. We were there for almost 5 years. So it's a lot of work, Texas, we were there for 8 months. New York, we were there for a year. Arkansas, 10 months. And now we're in Colorado. So it's a lot to manage the work that Rich has been doing. And he works a lot of hours, and he's very tired. Plus, then he comes home and farms. So he's a lot. So I guess you could say I'm a farming preacher's wife. That's okay. You know what? It's fine. I wouldn't change him for anything in this world. I love him, and I would never change him. So yeah. So the kids are doing well. Morgan was kind of fussy, and I had to change his position because he was spasming real bad. John Daniel also became pretty fussy a little bit ago. I had to change his position and actually change his outfit because he had a mess, but he's okay. Rich is driving now. It's been a few hours. Rich is driving now. He did not like me waking him up from his nap, but he knows it's his time to drive, and I can relax and do what I have to do for him as a mama. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of hours that we work, doing different things. So I'm going to be working at the day hab and teaching and all that. So it's a lot of time, a lot of hours.
Stop button. Pause button.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, guys, so we're still going, and going.
YouTube. Now. Attitude. Craig recalls the accident that resulted in a baloney amputation. Speech off.
Still traveling. Kids are doing fine. Lazarus had a seizure and meltdown after, but he's okay. It's hard when your kids have a situation and you can't really do much about it. But you do your best, but it's still hard. aggressive driving. But, you know, it's the way it is. The appointments went really well. We were checking their teeth, and, you know, there's a lot of trauma. We're going to have trauma therapy for all of them, all 6 of them. That's part of my schedule I got to do. But I have a cluttered schedule. I'm just going to tell you, it's cluttered. Because we have feeding therapy for some of them in the morning, we have music therapy, we have trauma therapy, we have aqua therapy, we have all those therapies in our kids actually. ABA for some of them. Now Noah and Griffin and a couple others are going to be going to the behavioral center to have the ABA. And then when they graduate from that, they'll be going to day half because they can't really go to school because their behaviors are too severe. So it's just not going to work for them to go to school. So Noah's going to go to behavioral center over at ABA, and Griffin and Sawyer too, and also excuse me. Our son Mitchell also will for a while. If they can't handle him, then he'll have to go to the day half. Because Mitchell's 18, so he probably could just go to the day half. I'm pretty sure. We'll have to see how well he does. All right, so we're traveling, still going, still traveling. Oh, yeah, why? Tired, but we're just keeping going. It's supposed to rain tonight, which luckily our new motorhome is very, very insulated and very good for our family to have. And the place that we're just looking at right now is good because it has power. So we don't have to use the big old huge generator we have back here. We could use it, but we don't have to use it. We don't really have to use it because we have, you know, they have power supply there. Which is good because with Ezra using BiPAP at night and Johan using what he needs and other kids that need things, we have to have power. We really can't. I mean, we could go off grid. We have done that. And last summer, a couple times we did that, but I try not to. We try to find a campground that has power for the kids to go to. It's just better for our family. It's just better. We like it, the kids like it, and it's just a better thing for our family. And this one, we were told, has an Alpine coaster, so we're going to try to arrive a little early so that we can go on the Alpine coaster. It'll be about 5:30 when we get there, though, because the truth is we're trying to push as far as we can. Today, we're going to be in Oklahoma tonight, and in the morning, we're taking off early before the rooster even crows. So that's going to happen. But we want to get there so they can at least ride the Alpine coasters and enjoy that for a little bit. And I'll get dinner, and which dinner's already ready. All I gotta do is warm it up because Christy and the fam took care of that for us, which I really appreciate that because it's a great help to me. It really is. So yeah, we're still pushing. Still going. Still pushing hard to get where we gotta go. Yepers, we are. Here we go.
You're welcome.
There's not an Alpine, it's a backyard coaster that someone got built.
I'm so excited, Wyatt.
Can I not touch the grill?
I'm not
There's
touching it.
Wyatt over here.
Just make it so this is still on.
Is that cookie?
They're having a great time. And it's awesome here. We're about to set up camp and get supper. Ouch. Kids are playing the coaster thing. Our son Wyatt is little, but he loves coasters. And so he's over here on the coaster with the kids. I rode it like 3 times. I loved it. It was great. So now I'm just sitting up at camp like I usually do every time we travel. The boys, some of the little boys like Wyatt and a couple others want to come to the camp tonight. I don't think it's a good idea, but they do. So the person's like, well, we're just going to do it. It's fine. For them. Most everybody else will pile in the van and sleep. But the boys, some of the young boys like Wyatt and Joshua and a couple of the little ones want to sleep down here. So not fond of it, but oh well. It's alright. So we're gonna get the tents up, and a couple of kids are gonna help me. I don't know who's gonna help. I'm hoping somebody does, well, thank you, Daniel. Excuse me. We put John Daniel on that coaster. His little arms just flew up. He was a little scared. But he looked at it, and he kept pointing at it, wanted to try it, but he got scared. Do you like it, John Daniel? Yes, I like coaster. Fast, though. A little too fast. I'm sorry. So we're gonna get the tent up. We got all these little pup tents that are family pets for like a generation or 2. But it works. We're gonna sleep in the van. That's what the little boys want to sleep out here. And that's fine. That's what they want to do. I'm not gonna fight it. Dean and Dane Dean don't want to, but Dane wants to see about him with the little ones. So I'm proud of him for actually being a leader and wanting to sleep back here with the little ones. Okay. Looks like we might get a storm though. I hope we don't. But in Oklahoma, you just never know. These are all nice ones that we got. Our sleeping bag's really cozy. This will get really cold tonight. Real cool, so I'm gonna move these out. So the kids are doing well, but it's getting on roosting time for the thing, so I'm just getting the tents comfortable and warm. And what I did was, I was trying to put them under the canopy, under the gazebo, because that way they're safe from any kind of rain. Because the last time we camped in San Francisco, it got rain last year, so we're not doing that. We're just going to put it under the gazebo and keep it safe. It's safer that way. Yeah. And Aiden, Caden, Layden, and Layden. Isaac. Alright, sleeping backyard down. Hey guys, so we're down here on the dock for a little bit, just kind of relaxing. Enjoying a little time out here. My kids are roosting. Me and Rich now. They had their s'mores. Now we're just out here on the dock for a little bit. Nice to actually get there, like. Feel that cool wind. Now walking down to the bathhouse, clean up and get ready for the night. Cool playing on the dock like that. That was fun. Here's the bathhouse. Alright guys, fully cleaned up at the bathhouse. Now we're heading back. Let's try to build a campfire again. We're gonna use these Vitus things. Really good. There we go. There's leaves here. Let's try. We haven't done a good camp out in a long time. Last year we did for a while. We actually lived in our camper life. We had one earlier and it blew out, so we had the kids some marshmallows roasted and it blew out. But starting again for a little bit. The kids are all roasted. It's time for that though. It's after 9 o'clock, so. Anyway, we've had a really good day today. The travel was amazing. Worked very hard. The kids did really well. They enjoyed their time traveling with us. It was really amazing. It really was. It's super dark now. We're just getting tired. We're about to probably get in bed. But we're taking a little walk in the moonlight. Since we don't very often anymore. Now, even in our RV, we use sleeping bags because it's just so much easier to just throw it together in the morning and not have to roll up making beds because you're just gonna fall right back into the night when you're traveling like we do, you know. So too far to know the kids are roosting, but we just walk around a little bit. Check out the campsite and all that it has to offer and everything. They had a snack bar we went to earlier. It was nice. They had a lot of snacks. That was good. Made s'mores and went to the boat dock, looked around. It was nice. Getting all the beds comfortable in here for Rich and me. Getting our bed comfy. We're pretty tired. All the kids in the tent are sleeping. And we're about to snuggle down. We're tired. It's been a long day. Rich is already exhausted. He's ready to go to sleep. He actually fell asleep by the campfire. I'll have to wake him up and get him in bed because he's very tired. Get him and bed. Which is in bed, and I swear to God, I think I heard a coyote. He's sound asleep. He's not hearing nothing. But look at this. Oh my God, it's freaking creepy. Let's go see something here. We'll go see if there's anyone out there. So Rich is sound asleep. I'm just gonna check and make sure there's no coyote near the tents or the motorhome. Make sure the campsite is quiet. Look. Just check because I heard noise. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, you sound asleep. Okay, guys, I'm gonna say goodnight. It's late. It's about 11:45. So I'm gonna say goodnight. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all enjoyed your day with us. And have a good night. I hope y'all see y'all in the morning. Love you. Bye.
It's getting dark, we're gathered around. Our special needs kids know it's quiet time. Casey and Tavish read the Daily Word. Christy and Ray read Bible verses from the Bible. Scarlett and Narkees lead a nightly song. Ezra and Tanya do prayer, and Worship Rich leads us in a bedtime prayer. I turn down the sheets. It's time for bed, it's roosting time. The kids know what that means. We are hug and talk for just a minute more. Kyle put drinks by our beds. Christy tells a good night story to all the kids. It's roasting time, want time to go to sleep. We all drift off to our rooms to get comfy, and nighttime wraps us in peace. Rich and I get comfortable in our bed and talk about the day. We snuggle close when Rich drifts off to sleep. Moonlight shines on his face. I thank God for our special, awesome family. Good night, everyone, and sleep